Hey Taurus, how are you doing? This reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on with the fabulous and most magical Tauruses? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. What's coming towards you? The Six of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. What you are focused on is the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. In your blockage is the Six of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And your outcome is the Six of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, Taurus. Let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is my Queen of Sass. This is also persuasion, confidence, and there is in an element of you in your focus is this Ace of Wands. Now, Ace of Wands is about passion, desire, attraction. This is also about creative art, creative talent. And there is something about you being quite gifted. And this could be, you know, your physical appearance or something about you showing up differently in the world. Because this Queen of Wands is like, will I or won't I? And that's when I put down the card. It's like, will I rest on this, nap on this, sleep on this, or will I take action? Because this is like a fire burning, something burning inside of you. Now, I feel like this could also be like a desire, because what's coming towards you is the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is reciprocity, giving and receiving, sharing and caring. But there's something here of a dream that you are receiving. So it's like, will you or won't you take action? This is also receiving some kind of leg up or a supportive energy. Will I have the support? Will I claim the victory? Will you have the Six of Wands in your outcome? Six of Wands is public recognition, reward for merit. This can also be something about a raise, a promotion. So there's something about like, will I get a promotion if I go in there and ask my boss? You know, well, this is about you. You have the idea. So what is that saying? All is possible. Like it wouldn't be real if you didn't even have the thought in the first place, or you know what that saying is. So what is this Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands can also be, you know, not giving a flying flip-flop to the flip of what anyone thinks that he or she, just taking that bold, brave action. So if you have the idea, it's like, will I or won't I get the mortgage? Will I or won't I get the down payment? Will I or won't I, if I put myself out there, will it be received okay? Well, you won't know unless you try. So what is this Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands is also Aries energy. It's like, what is me, myself, and I going to be doing about this situation? So what is this Queen of Wands? Something about confidence and asserting oneself. Now, this could also be like getting some kind of certification, and it's like, oh, am I going to pass the course? Well, you have the Six of Wands. It's about believing in oneself. Where there's a will, there's a way. What is this Queen of Wands? And Judgment. Major Arcana 4, Scorpio. Well, Judgment is about a review and a reassessment, but this can also be answer the call. So there is something about like some kind of burning desire inside of you, whatever this burning desire is. But Judgment is about soften yourself, take the pressure off yourself, but also is a person pressuring you, and very charming and persuasive, because Queen of Wands gets a ton of attention. I'm also getting, if you're thirsty for somebody's attention and you're giving and giving and giving to this person, but not getting anything back, there's something here that you need to review. With the Six of Wands, the Six of Wands is about completion and closure. It means you've hit some kind of midpoint or milestone in your life and off to the next exciting adventure. But what comes next after the Six of Wands is that Seven of Wands. It's about advocating for oneself, standing up to a cause, standing up to a bully, or there is no roadblock, no speed bump, no hiccup, no hurdle, that is in your way except you. So what you resist persists. So wanting somebody to give to you, well, you have to take that action and put yourself out there of being like, you know, here I am. Six of Pentacles, because you have the Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands, which is an angelic number. Okay, so release and let go of something about just the desire. I am thinking about love and passion, but you still have to take action towards that. It's not coming to your door. So, but doors are open for you. Okay, so what is the Six of Pentacles? And the Tower. Major Arcana 4 Scorpio. And as you can see with the Tower, this Alice has outgrown a circumstance or a situation. So there is something about, yeah, there's comfort in a circumstance or a situation. Ooh, I'm afraid to put myself out there. It's so scary. I know. But what you resist persists. So the Tower is like having some kind of huge realization, revelation, aha moment of, I need to take this action. Or this is also about blowing up a circumstance or a situation and getting into a place of uncomfortable, because uncomfortable is where the magic lies. This is comfortable. So this is a disruption. So what is this Ace of Wands? Ace of Wands, passion, desire, news, communication. And the Tower is like, if anything you have outgrown, okay, you know there's more out there for you, okay? So what is this Ace of Wands? And the Five of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So the fives in the tarot signifies change. Then you have Judgment and the Tower, okay? So Judgment is about take the pressure off yourself, soften yourself, stop being so hypercritical towards yourself, stop being mean to yourself, and get into that confident energy. It is also possibly somebody who could be a little bit jealous or envy of who you are. So haters gonna hate. The reason why people hate other people is because they know they can achieve a goal that they can achieve, but you can. Five of Wands is conflict of interest or an insecurity. This is inflammation in the body or the crabs in the bucket. Okay, Taurus. The crabs in the bucket is climbing out of the bottom of the bucket and you're almost at the top. You're almost at the top of the bucket. You're ready to dive out of this bucket and you get sucked back into giving to a situation that is already in a sinkhole. This is a quagmire. This is a dead end, right? So allow a situation to die out, but don't give to the situation anymore. And you're like, yeah, but if I don't give to that situation, that person's going to be mad at me. Let them. Because in your blockage is the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is usually about releasing and letting go, getting out of choppy waters into more smoother sailings, the light at the end of the tunnel. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, but you still have to release and let go of what you're gripping, holding onto. And it's comfortable. Yes, it's comfortable, it's cushy, but there's no growth there anymore, right? It becomes stagnant pond water. Five of Wands is, you know, right here. This is like, yeah, I'm passionate, I'm desire, I got my mojo going, I'm confident in my skin. Oh, you know what? And then this sits in, the insecurity or a fear. You know what? There's way too much competition. I'm not the pretty girl. I'm not physically pretty enough. This garbage, this nonsense is starting and getting in your way. Because the Five of Wands and the Ace of Wands together is the Six of Wands, which is the goal is there to achieve. But you have to get out of this, the crabs in the bucket, overcoming fear of competition or fear of friction with others. This can also be, again, conflict of interest, right? Something also is accumulating a lot of interest by staying, okay? So it might be like, so think about a Visa card. And let's say that you know you can pay your Visa card off every single month. That's great. But this is accumulating interest even though you're paying off your Visa. Okay, think about that. Okay, it's causing you interest, but it's going towards you negatively. Let's say the Six of Swords is you're gripping and holding on to an old scenario, right? That you have outgrown. So this is a need for you to stop lying to yourself, right? And have that huge awakening of like waking up to your calling, waking up to your passion. If you didn't have that idea in the first place, then what is that saying? It doesn't exist, but it does, right? This can also be somebody gripping and holding on to you, but they have no power over you unless you give your power away. So we're not doing that. Let's see. I'm also getting something about a friend. Now you could be holding on to a friend at the same token. What is this? Six of Swords, or somebody at a distance. Okay, so what is this Six of Swords? And Justice. Major Arcana for Libra. And as you can see, that has a really huge hammer, okay? Chiseling at something. I just hear, will I or won't I? Now, Justice is about cause and effect, clarity and truth, equilibrium. And it is also actions have consequences, whether they're negatively impacting you or positively. But this is, like I was saying, this is accumulating more interest without you realizing, even though you're paying off your visa. Think about that scenario. This is unjust, unfair, unbalanced, and you're right, but you still have to let go of the grudge of who caused this. Because if you don't, you're never going to get past this scenario. This is a karmic contract that ties you to a person that you've already outgrown. So just keep telling myself, or even say that to myself, I've outgrown this situation, but I still need to take action towards where I want to go in my future. Yes, this is imbalance. This is unfair. Life is unfair, but we can't stay in the boohoo, poor me, somebody come save me. Nobody is coming. Nobody's coming to your house to give you $6 million. You still have the idea. Go create it. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is, could be a person thirsty for your attention, or this could also be you thirsty for somebody's validation and approval, meaning like, I need somebody to tell me what to do and then I'll take action. It doesn't work like that, because you still might not even take action. This is about you regaining that confidence. You're never going to be ready. You're always going to be afraid. And that's the whole thing about why most people don't take action on what they actually want. It's because they're so afraid of what could happen. But what could happen that could be really great. Public recognition, reward, going in there and paying off something here. Because Six of Pentacles is like somebody who owes money or paying down a debt, right? So, Queen of Wands, how can you take action on learning how to be a better saver? Or how can you take action on what is reciprocity and equal give and take, right? So put in your why into YouTube. Why am I a doormat? Why am I stuck in this situation? Why am I at a dead-end job? Why? Put in your why, right? So Six of Wands. So there is some kind of imbalance in a relationship and a partnership. And again, actions have consequences. So just think about it that way. And the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is news, communication. Ace of Wands. So you have the Ace of Wands and Ace of Wands. News, communication, conflict of interest. Okay, so there's something about compounding interest, or something about the interest. It's accumulating way too much and it's not worth it, right? Ace of Wands is about, so let's talk about the Ace of Wands. Here's the Six of Wands, which is you've hit some kind of midpoint or milestone, right? Give yourself a pat on the back for a job well done. This is also the universe rewarding you. The reward is to take this action on something new. And this is about you talking to yourself. No roadblock, no speed bump, no hiccup, no hurdle is going to get in my way of the goal I want to achieve. This is big deal. There's a hiccup. Okay, big deal. There's a roadblock, a speed bump. but I'm going to stand up for myself and stand up for what I believe in. Stand your ground. So what is this Queen of Wands and Judgment? Yeah, well, you know, my friend's going to be mad at me if I leave the job because, you know, we're work buddies. Not your... Okay, well, you've outgrown the situation. You can't help of outgrowing situations. So, and the aces are just potential. Potential means nothing unless you take action. There's nothing, right? So yeah, maybe you, let's just say you're super randy over somebody here, okay? But this person doesn't know you're randy over them because you're hoping that they will do what? Give to you, but you're not saying anything because there's no conversations happening. So this is about you talking to yourself, right? Queen of Wands, not giving a flying flip-flop to the flip about what anyone thinks, just taking that bold, brave action. Queen of Wands is also a person that gets a ton of attention. Okay, so maybe you're scared of putting yourself out there. Maybe you're scared of fame and fortune. Maybe you're scared of actually having a relationship, an intimate physical relationship, jumping into bed with fame, okay? Warts and all, here I am, right? Ooh, it's so scary. Maybe you shut the lights off, right? Get over it. And the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, again, is frisky kitty. So your present time is Queen of Wands. Here I am. I'm not giving a flying flip-flop to the flip. This is me. This is how I'm presenting to the world. And I got to take that bold, brave action. Page of Wands is about news, communication, curiosity, but it is also about a burning flame inside of you. It is always about creativity, passion, desire. There's something here about calling, like when you get the idea of like, I wonder if I could get a mortgage. Call and find out. Write it down even. Write it down before you get into that Five of Wands of being like, yeah, you know what? There's so much competition out there. I could never be I could never be a therapist because there's so many therapists out there already. But you also have your own flair of being a therapist and a good one. But Page of Wands is limitless in potential with 8 billion people on the planet to date. Limitless with adjacent doors, with relocation and or move. And limitless with who you want to entertain. Who do you want to entertain? You want possibly someone to come in and entertain you. That's not going to happen. You're going to burn that person out really quickly. The flame's going to burn out quickly because it's an energy drain. It's insufficient, right? The balance isn't there. So what is this Six of Pentacles and the Tower? Okay, so Alice has outgrown the situation. I'm also getting something about get out and get into like physical activity. Because there could be something about maybe you are eating. Okay, so this could be like closet eating. Okay, eating and eating and eating. Okay, so now I'm embarrassed about my physical appearance. So what can you do? Well, Page of Wands is potential. So, but potential again means nothing because I'm saying I'm going to paint my wall purple. Okay, well, you have the idea, go and do it. Take action. You have the idea, go and do it. Oh, but I'm afraid. What if something happens? Okay, Six of Pentacles and the Tower. Shock factor. Shocking news, shocking excitement. And it can also be like, I'm excited about this. I'm going to do it. And the Eight of Pentacles. So you go from the Six of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles to the Tower. Now, the Six of Pentacles, again, comfortable and giving and receiving. But the Eight of Pentacles could be something about what you're working on, or this is also about outgrowing a workspace. Now, this could also be your own container. I am working on mastering what? I'm mastering the arts of fill in that blank. Eight of Pentacles is also about, yes, mastery of craft, paying attention to the detail and putting in the quality. Also, too much detail. Too much detail. Doesn't matter. Just go. You got to go. I got to pay attention to all these small details. Yeah, small details matter. But there's also an element of just like I said, walk into the bank, ask for the mortgage. And you're like, yeah, but I can only get 200,000. No, they're telling you that you can get 800,000. So you got to think bigger, way bigger than where this small pond is. Okay, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands. Competition. This can also be territory. Like maybe you're fighting for a home or fighting for some kind of territorial. But maybe you also have a territorial person. What is this? You might be dealing with a fire sign. And the Strength card. Major Arcana for Leo. Okay, so Ace of Wands, news, communication, creativity. The Strength card is mental resilience. It means things in wherever does not penetrate you, it becomes mental resilience. It means old things, old dynamics do not penetrate you. I am titanium. That is about gentleness, softness. There's something about an internal strength and healing an internal insecurity. But I'm also getting a situation where it's like confidence and bold move. A bold move, even when there is the crabs in the bucket. Okay? You can get yourself out of the crabs in the bucket. Six of Swords and Justice. Okay? So this could be about an ex-client, an ex-boss, an actual ex. Maybe you're fighting over a home or you work with your ex. I don't eat where I shish. Taurus, do not eat where you shish. I'm telling you right now. Because not only if you're eyeballing somebody at work that you want to date, you have to go all day to work with that person. You drive home with that person. It gives you no time to miss them. So what will happen? It will fizzle out. So I'm also getting something just physical. Now, this could also be like regaining your confidence, especially with the Strength card. I'm also getting something about pride and ego, right? Now, there could also be an ego death here, where it's like your old identity, you have to kill your old identity of who you thought you were and work on who am I becoming. Yeah, old Taurus. Okay, old Taurus got taken for granted. Big deal. You got to let it go. And you're like, yeah, but I'm so angry, right? Because what's before the Six of Swords is the Five of Swords, which is I gotta gain power and control of this person. I'm mad at this person. I gotta get revenge. Nope. The best revenge you could ever do is move on and have a glow up, or move on and do what? Create something amazing. Six of Swords, Justice. Could be dealing with a Libra, possibly a friend. But I'm also getting something about a person at a distance, like, and the Ace of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Give me a card for the Six of Wands and this Ace of Wands. And the Ten of Swords, okay? So 10 of Swords, we'll talk about this. Could be dealing with a Leo as well. But the Six of Wands is hitting again some kind of midpoint or milestone, okay? It is also freedom and releasing and going to the next thing. So see here, as the Six of Wands, you have your back this way, turn over and turn a new leaf. This is the Ace of Wands. Look at this new thing. The outcome. Defeat, betrayal, dead end. Stop looking at the dead end. This is a closed door, okay? Whatever has been a situation. But you're like, yeah, but I just want this person to give me some kind of closure. Give yourself the closure you deserve. Ace of Pentacles in the blockage is, yes, a missed opportunity, or you think you're missing out. I feel like you might be missing out because something here is too cushy, too comfortable, possibly work, whatever this is. This is also, maybe you need to blow up one of the work elements, because it is also about like, I want to go out, I want to go have fun, I want to hang out with my friends, but I have to work 6 to 8 days a week. Okay, so when you're working 8 days a week, there's only 7 days a week here, Taurus, okay? So you've taken too much on. But nobody took that on, you did. Going back to this Ace of Pentacles in the blockage, There is something like, I want to be paid out. I want my fair share. Somebody also deems you as a missed opportunity, but they didn't do anything, right? They didn't do anything to put in the reciprocation. 10 of Swords is, I'm out of here and this is a dead end, okay? So you keep looking at a huge sinkhole and you're like, you know what? I'm going to jump into that sinkhole. One day I'm going to jump into that sinkhole. I'm just going to sit here and jump into that sinkhole, right? It sounds silly, I know. But like I was saying, it's too much interest. Even though you're like, oh yeah, no, my visa's paid off. Yeah, you know, see, here's my pride and ego. My visa's paid off, so I'm good. It's good, but it's accumulating too much interest. Even though you don't see it that way. It's too much interest. It's too much time. This is way too much time over here. This is dead over here. This is what I'm creating. Look at all this new stuff, space. And look, the wall's empty. Everything's empty on this side. So you've already done this work. Now, open up. This is about opening up, broadening. Now, this could also be going abroad. You can read about the Ace of Pentacles and the Justice card in reverse. Then you'll understand what I'm talking about. The mean girl gossips about others, maybe an ex or the other woman, cold-hearted, projects perfect persona, silent backstabber, and may be popular. Big effing whoopee ding dong, who this person is. And does she look like this? Okay. She's not your competition. Also, stop giving her or him so much power. Stop giving this person so much power. Ooh, you know, this person, maybe she is. Silent backstabber right there. Okay, so now you know. Here it is. Silent backstabber. What are you going to do? Well, I don't want to be mean to her. I don't want to blow up the situation. Okay, fine. Do the crabs in the bucket. Go back to that scenario. The follower falls for scams and traps. All love and light. Will do anything for love. Afraid of the truth and lives in fantasy. So here, this is like, yeah, you know, no, our friendship's really good. Our friendship is great. Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands, okay? So somebody here is a little bit more older or younger or something here, but falls for scams and traps. And your blockage is, I'll just wait to receive my fair share. I'll just wait for the opportunity. I'll wait for the opportunity. I'll wait for the opportunity. I'll wait for the opportunity. It's here. The potential's here. You just have to take action. Oh, I missed that opportunity. I know, because you were afraid of the competition. You don't have competition. You're the only competition is you. Man, some of you, you have so much in you. It just shows in the card. Okay. Lives in fantasy. Yes. I am fantasizing and I dream about passion and sex and love. But I already feel defeated even before I started. Or I'm looking at an old situation that, I don't know, I put somebody on a pedestal and it didn't work out. You still got to overcome it. The goofy one, fun to be around, makes everyone laugh, personable and easygoing, cracks jokes often, expresses with authenticity of self, authentic self. So, Queen of Wands, Aries energy is a fun energy. It is also somebody who could be, yeah, a little bit of player, but this person is a partier, right? And there also could be something about like, I just need to go out and have a good time. I need a party. Go out with the goofy one, because this person expresses with authenticity. The wild one, unbothered by others' opinion. That's at Aries energy. Lives by their own rules. I live by my own rules. I'm rebellious. I don't care what people think of me, right? I'm over that situation. And yes, people are going to always judge you whether you're doing bad or good. They're always going to be judgy, and haters going to hate. And why do they hate you? Because they know you can achieve that goal. They know deep down. But if I just knock Taurus down a peg, then I have them, the mean girl. Ken, up to trying new things. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is the wild one that you're developing, right? Working on that shock factor, right? So developing into the wild one, unbothered by other people's opinion, lives to the beat of their own rules, rebellious, up to trying new things, eccentric style, and unconventional spirit. It means you're not attached to an old system. The old system is breaking down and dying. And you're like, yeah, but you know, I live in my, you know, friend's house, and we all live together, and I don't really want to be alone. Okay, we'll be codependent for the rest of your life. I don't care. But what I'm saying is, like, hello, you've got what it takes. Wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love and devotion. Okay. So this could be, and then it says the mean girl. Okay. So maybe this girl is in a relationship and this person is talking you out of love, of like, don't ever have love because you'll never believe how this and that and all this, but they're really, again, a girl with a snake, charmed or used. Okay. Enabled and boundaries. Girl with a snake. And this says falls for scams and traps. All light and love. We'll do anything for love. Will you do anything for love, Taurus? But you won't do that. Think about that song. I'll do anything for love, but I'm not going to be doing that. Nope. Hammer. Sabotage and rebuild. Persistent. Working on it and repairing. I'm also hearing preparing. Not today. Boundaries hurt. Avoiding a conversation. I'm not going to deal with it and I'm still upset. Okay. So wait until what? Again, there's something about like, I know you might be angry. I know you might be upset, but the Five of Swords is like, I got to get revenge. I got to get control over the dynamic, but we're only in control of the way we think, the way that we act, and how we feel towards ourselves. That's the only thing you have control over. You have no control of what people do. People are just people, and people are going to disappoint us. But what we can do is make space for better things. Boat, money or property through inheritance, winning or windfall. Vine, seek out information that will help you. Who do you need to talk to? Who do you need to talk to? Vine, seek out information that can help you. Find and you will seek. What are you usually seeking? Treasure. Wreath, sorrow over a loss. Too much interest. Staff, you'll be taken care of in difficult times. Okay, so what is it that you want to take action on? Because you'll be taken care of in difficult times. So when the difficult times come, you will still be taken care of. You're like, yeah, but what if I don't have the money? You'll still be taken care of. You have to trust. Force, muddled and unclear thinking. And this is the whole thing about like, yes, it's cushy, it's comfortable. I don't know what's out there. It's a big badass world, Taurus, and you are a badass. So act like it. This is also, I have my head buried in the sand in the forest. I can't see the forest through the trees. I know. Get out of the forest. And you're like, oh, that's scary. I can't get out of the forest because this is so comfortable. I'm really comfortable in this element. But what if you got away from the forest, got away from a circumstance that's really comfortable and cushy and just went and did something, right? And I'm talking about like, I don't know, plan a trip with a friend, go do something differently, way out of your comfort zone, right? So phone up a friend, ask them, say, hey, do you want to plan a trip? I want to go to wherever. Just go. And you're going to come back to the situation and it's going to feel different to you. Can't see the forest through the trees and you got to get away from the forest. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. Lily, spiritual love. Yoke, feeling tied down and or frustrated. Okay, this could be sexual frustration. Okay, so we got such sexual frustration here, Taurus, right? Ooh, I don't know. Can't jump into bed with fame. I'm too scared. But this can also be feeling tied down. Of course you're tied down because there's muddled and unclear thinking. But again, not all the thoughts you think is real. Even if these people are around you, You can get out of the bucket, crabs in the bucket. I'm telling you about the crabs in the bucket. Be around the goofy one, makes everyone laugh, cracks jokes, expresses with authentic truth. It could just be your authentic truth. Don't sit in a lie. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And Taurus, if you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.